And welcome to Counsel of the Day with Shanrae. I am Shanrae, and we are on tonight. Tonight is our last and final night for February 2025, Counsel of the Day, and then I'll see y'all in May. So we're going to go on and get started. Hey, Dr. Sandra Lamb, how are you? All right, so I'm trying to find myself live right now on Facebook. I'm on, I'm going on TikTok as well. TikTok tonight. Lord, don't tell me I done went this far. Hold on. Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to go on and do this and get through this. Okay. All right. So I might have to just move past this once again. Oh, no, I'm going live on TikTok too. All right. So I'm going to find myself here on Facebook. Good evening, everybody, in Instagram land. Good evening. Hi, T. Sevier, Dr. Sandra Lamb. I'm trying to find y'all over in Facebook, my Facebook family. Good evening. Oh, hi, Alicia. Good evening, everybody in YouTube. And good evening, everybody, TikTok. Hey, so glad to see y'all. Let me try to hurry up because this 30 minutes is going to go and come very, very, very quickly. I might need somebody to share this with me on Facebook because for some reason I'm not seeing where I'm live on here. Let me do this again so I can try to watch the comments, guys. I'm trying to find these comments on Facebook. I need somebody to share with me. All right, so let's get started with our website disclaimer, and we're gonna go from there. All righty, here we go. And I'm gonna open it and then close it a little bit. Please be aware that due to the nature of the technology that I'm using, that there can be no assurance of confidentiality when using this online service. It should also be noted that due to changes in policies, all replies are to be used as advisory and informational only and will not constitute an official determination. Information that's provided by myself are subject to limitations of current and available material, but the final responsibility rests with you, the individual. Information online is designed to be helpful. However, this information does change frequently, and it is recommended that you consult another physician, another specialist, and or religious leader to aid you in your overall behavioral wellness. I am a degreed psychologist, and I have acquired my degrees from Ashford University. All right, and I'm not going to go into my bio. But we're going to go on and get started. Good evening, Good Smiles. How are you? Good evening, Netta. How you doing? Guys, did somebody share it with me on Facebook yet? Because I want to make sure that I don't miss the comments, guys. I don't know why I'm not able to see myself on Facebook so I can see the comments on here like I can see everywhere else. Oh my gosh, it's not good. Hey, all right. So somebody please tag me in Facebook. All right, so let's move this along. I'm glad to see we only got the TikTok family on tonight. Hey guys, tonight we are talking about, and let me move this one. I'm a Christian counselor. So I decided to use the scripture all year long, this Deuteronomy 31:6, and it's the NIV version, and it says that be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. I'm a Christian counselor. I do not force anyone else to be a Christian counselor. Hi, CJ. Good to see you tonight. All right. So tonight, let me give you all the key points because we're going to be ending this month's series with can people really change who they are? And y'all know I am a half glass full type of person. I believe yes, any and everybody can change anything that they don't like about themselves. They can change for the better. All right, so I might have to go out of Facebook and come back in. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I may have to just go on and do that because I don't see myself. I don't see any comments or anything. I can't even see where I'm live on Facebook. Okay, I hope that okay, there we are. I'm on. There we go. Good evening, Facebook family. All right, so our key points for tonight, let me magnify it, and I'm going to show my TikTok family. Here we go. I hope y'all can see this. I hope you can see the key points for tonight. I did not get a chance to magnify them, but the key points are number one, people have the capacity to change. However, they must choose to do the work needed to make this change happen. That's number one. Number two is exposure to new ideas, new experiences, or new information often inspire change. Good evening, Gaga. Hi, good evening. It's so good to see you, aka Miss Anita, but this I call her Gaga. Number three, it says that life coaching can help people change for the better by providing education, a safe space to practice, and also accountability. Now, going back to week number one, I talked about LBT. It's called, DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. Dialectical behavioral therapy. And all DBT is once you have, it's number one, you are being accountable for the things that you're saying that you need to change. And number two is that you're going to agree and you're going to commit to changing. So that's DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. Number one is you're owning up to that you need to change. Number two in this therapy is that you're committing to do the things that you need to do to change. All right. So can people really change? Let's move this on. Y'all know, again, I'm going to say yes. But tonight, we're talking to Dr. James Kerr, K-E-R. He is the theorist that I am highlighting on tonight, Dr. James Kerr. And he's going to answer these questions and give some strategies. Can we change? All right. So he said there's no need to debate. Yes. We can make lasting changes in our lives. And he is saying, here is how. All right. So recently, he was leading a coaching session with a client whom he respected and liked very much. This is Dr. James. He said he's a leader on the rise at Fortune 150 firm. He has what it takes to become an exceptional senior leader in any organization. And he said he was lucky enough to have him among his ranks. So interestingly enough, Dr. James said that this well-known leader, asked a seemingly simple question. And the question is, printed out front and back. Can people really change who they are? And y'all know, hey Trina, how you doing? Y'all know, I'm going to say yes. Can people really change who they are on the inside? So Dr. James says that, as we might imagine, he was curious as to why this mainstream leader would even ask this question after nearly 6 months of them working together and on improving the ways in which that he thought and behaved as a leader. He quickly prompted him to say more. He wanted to know, why did this leader, why did he ask this question? Okay, so it seems that he had reason that when he was under stress, this leader was under stress. He said he inevitably fell back into the old habits, ones that he believed that were unalterable, and they were programmed in his psyche, which started at an early age. And he felt like he never to be accessed or adjusted ever again. So certainly this added a perspective and gave Dr. James, it made him pause. Okay. So unexpectedly, it harkened Dr. James back to the series finale of the mighty fine Apple TV show, Ted Lasso. Okay. And I've watched some things on Ted Lasso, and the little things that I did watch on Ted Lasso was hilarious. It really was. Hey Trina, how you doing? Okay, and let me see. Everybody that's on my TikTok family, hello. So Dr. James said that one where he was watching Ted Lasso, and Ted Lasso was outwardly cranky, but internally he was a sensitive man. I guess he goes as Roy Kent, the character, brilliantly played by Brett Goldstein, which is funny. So he went back to the question that this well-known socialite asked: can people really change? So Dr. James said, to which the viewer is left with an unambiguous response of, well, maybe. Dr. James, he said at the time, maybe people can change. Okay, so this recollection reminded him that any response to this question is open to debate. But here is how he responded to the question. Let me move this over. I'm sorry, TikTok, my TikTok family. I'm so sorry that you all can't see the slides that I have. I want to try to get on a different platform where I can incorporate TikTok in, where y'all can see everything that everybody else is seeing. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they're seeing. Gaga, aka Miss Anita, says one of your nephews is watching. Hi, I don't know which nephew is, but hello, nephew. I'm so glad y'all are watching. All right, so Dr. James said that change is possible. And I understand why Dr. James said that change is possible, because change, if you choose not to change, then you're not going to change. But it's always a possibility for anyone to change if they choose to change. Okay, so this is why Dr. James said that change is possible. Okay, he said, yes, he believes that we can change. Human beings have the capacity for growth, they have the capacity to learn, and for personal development throughout their entire lives. And it doesn't end at a certain age. Like, you can be 109 and still learn and still change. In fact, most of us change our attitudes, we change our behaviors, and we change our perspectives over the course of our lifetime. I shared on Tuesday night that I look at things differently. Hey, Anthony. Hi. I look at things differently. When I was younger, I was about it, y'all. When I was younger, if somebody said something that I didn't like, I would be like on it, boom, boom, like rah. I would go. Now, somebody they try to get on my nerves, I'm just like, oh shit. Look, shake it. I'd be like, whatever, shit, whatever. Okay, that's your opinion, that's fine. But I'm not gonna get my pressure raised because this is what you think and this is where you want to act. I ain't gonna let nobody totally disrespect me either. But what I'm saying is little sly remarks and stuff like that, or whatever. It's not that serious. But that took a lot, that took practice, and it took age. It took maturity, which is some of the things that we talked about. Greta says, shake it off. Oh my God, Greta, let me tell you something. Miss Anita Robinson said the same thing Tuesday night, verbatim. She said, shake it off. And now you coming on Thursday night and you saying the same thing, shake it off. Okay, what does it say? Great minds think alike. That's right. So Dr. James, he's saying that learning, that we can grow through learning and through personal development. In fact, he said most of us, our attitudes change, our behaviors change, and our perspectives change over the course of our lifetime, like I just shared with you guys. Yes, it does. Exposure to new ideas, to new experiences, or information often makes it easy for us to change. I'm going to also add that exposure, like when you're traveling to new areas, new locations, it really does. It alters your mindset to where, you know what? It encourages you to change. Even traveling the world or traveling the states, the states within the United States or wherever you're living. Okay, so Dr. James again is saying that exposure, it helps you to change. He said, truly, we may reevaluate our values, challenges, previously held assumptions, and adopt different perceptions based on what we experience throughout our lives. Okay, and I'm in wholehearted agreement with Dr. James. He says clearly factors such as education. Of course, your mindset is definitely going to change when you start educating yourself in different things. Personal experiences, like I said, relationships, self-reflection, and I'm going to add travel. When you travel, all of this contributes to what he calls evolution or change, a higher mindset. He says, moreover, most of us have seen others change their behaviors and their habits with inspiration, with effort, with commitment, People can modify their actions, develop new skills, and break old patterns. And see, this is what we've been talking about. Hey, Burgess, how you doing? Hey, Burgess. This is what we've been talking about all month long about change, how we can break old negative patterns, and we can replace those old negative patterns with new positive ones that will help us evolve, help us be better, a better person, and get closer to where we want to be. All right. So Dr. James said, of course, significant change is going to require self-awareness, which I'm going back to that first week, number 1, DBT, diabolical behavioral therapy. And all that is 2 simple things. You're acknowledging that you need to change. That's number 1. Number 2, you're committing to do the things that you need to do to change. So DBT, dialectical behavior therapy. You can actually, you can make it a point to do this your own self, do DBT therapy on your own. You just acknowledge what needs to be changed in your life. And then number 2, commit to working on the processes of changing for the better. Okay. So now Dr. James says, now it's going to take time. Let me turn this over. Let me move this over so y'all can see how it's going to take time. All right, excuse me. I'm like 2 slides behind, guys. It's going to take time. There we are. Let me show TikTok land. Do y'all see that? It's going to take time, guys. Dr. J, which is true. We know that anything, working towards anything good, it's going to take time to get to where we desire to be. Weight loss, if you want to stop smoking, if you want to stop drinking, if you want to stop cussing, if you want to put yourself in a position where you want to learn how to save money and get to the place in your life where you want to save some money back. Alicia in YouTube land said amen. Okay, when you want to save some money and maybe try to purchase a vehicle, or if you want to purchase a home, it takes time. Like Dr. James said, he went on to explain that change it's gradual. It's an individualized process. Like what I do for me may not work for you. It may not work for Wanda Burgess. It may not work for Netta. It may not work for Good Smiles. It may not work for Xavier. It may not work for Dr. Lamb, and it may not work for Gaga, aka Miss Anita. It may not work for Greta. Okay, it may not work for CJ. It may not work for Alicia, and everybody over here in TikTok land. I'm sorry, I can't name all of y'all. Okay, but what I do for me may not work for you all. But there are similar strategies that we can all do and incorporate into our own world, and that it will help us get closer to where we want to be. So Dr. James says some people may be more open to change and adapt more quickly, while others may take a little bit longer and require a little bit more support, which there's nothing wrong with an accountability partner. There's nothing wrong with a coach. There's nothing wrong with a counselor. Okay? All right. Additionally, the extent and pace of change can vary depending on the specific circumstances and the person's willingness to embrace it. Let's go back to, I mostly keep saying tonight, DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. Okay? All right? So that's where you won. You're fessing up. You're owning up that you need to change certain things. And number 2, you're committing to take the steps to change. All right? So Dr. James says, here's some key elements that can help facilitate personal change. Let me open this up a little bit so y'all can see these steps, and then I'm going to close it back. I'm going to show y'all over here on TikTok land. All right. Number 1, Dr. James says self-reflection. Self-reflection. Taking the time to reflect on ourselves, our desires, our strengths, our weaknesses, and values can provide valuable insights. Self-reflection allows us to gain clarity about what we want to change and why we want to change it. Dr. James says that he spends a lot of time on this with his coaching clients because he thinks that change can only happen through self-awareness. I wholeheartedly agree. DBT, You got to first own up to there's some things you got to change. And then number two, you got to commit to taking the steps to work towards changing so you can be the best you can be. All right. So hey Trina, how you doing? Okay, so number two, Dr. James says set clear goals. Set clear goals. Goals can help us stay focused and motivated. Clearly defining what we want to achieve provides direction and a sense of purpose. Again, we talk about changing for the better, not for the worse. We don't go back and we don't go down. Something that Miss Anita said, I think it was week 2 or week 1. She said, change, move on up, move it on up. And I'm telling you, that is right here. That's what Dr. James is saying. By setting clear goals, it's going to provide direction, a sense of direction and purpose where we are moving on up. Okay. Number three, Dr. James says to create a plan. Create a plan. Guys, this is the same things that we talked about week 1. Remember them 5 strategies we talked about? He's saying the same thing, but in a different way. Create a plan. Developing a well-structured plan of action is essential. Okay, larger goals should be divided into smaller, manageable steps. The resources, skills, and support needed to accomplish each step must also be determined. So number 3, Dr. James says to create a plan. Number 4, he says seek support. There we go. Accountability partner. Y'all know on Tuesday night, I left us with homework. I'm going to show the homework again tonight. I said 1 on Tuesday night, but I'm getting me 2 accountability partners, my family. I'm getting Gaga, AKA Miss Anita, and I'm getting my cousin Alicia. I'm sending them both my plans by this weekend, and I'm starting out with my 90-day. I said now I told us to write out a 10-year plan, but if that's too much, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with 90 days, and then after the 90 days, we're gonna do another 90 days. So I said on Tuesday night I was gonna have 1, but it dropped in my spirit yesterday that I need 2. And I'm a counselor, guys. I'm going to utilize 2 of my family members, my aunt and my cousin. Gaga, I'm sending her this weekend my 90-day plan, and I'm sending my cousin Alicia my 90-day plan. And they're going to hold me accountable because when we come back in May, they're going to be on here and they'll be able to tell you honestly what I did in them 90 days. I'm putting myself out there first, okay? So going back to, hey, what was that? Hi. Okay. Hi, Lucas. Hi, Lucas. How you doing? Okay. So like Dr. James said, number 4, seek support. Having a support system can significantly impact our abilities to make changes. So, with friends, family, and coaches can all provide ideas, encouragement, and accountability. Unquestionably, professional support can also be had through therapy. Y'all know I'm big with therapy. But if you don't want to do therapy, that's all right. That's okay. But seek a support system, okay? It's all right. It's somebody, we talked on Tuesday night, somebody that you can trust. All right. And I just told y'all again tonight, I have 2 accountability partners that I'm sending my 90-day plan to, my cousin and my aunt. All right. Alicia said, it's going to take time. You have to start from somewhere. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But the thing is to start, and not only start, but keep going. Keep going. Don't just start and stop. We're going to start and we're going to keep it moving. So, excuse me. Number 5, Dr. James said, cultivate self-discipline and self-care. On Tuesday night, we talked about keeping a healthy mentality, a healthy mindset while we are making these positive changes in our lives. Okay, so developing self-discipline can help us stay committed to our goals. This includes creating healthy habits, managing time effectively, and practicing self-control. All right. By prioritizing your self-care, we can maintain physical, mental, and emotional well-being throughout the change process that we're going through. Okay. All right. Who's that? Hey, Reginald. Hi. How you doing? Hey. Good to see you, Reginald. All right. Number 6, Dr. James said, celebrate your progress. Celebrate. Okay? We're going to celebrate our changes. Celebrate your progress, guys. Anita says, Gaga, aka Miss Anita said, a change has come over me. Yes. Listen, there is a gospel artist named Tremaine Hawkins. She has a song that's called Change. Just look up the song Change and Tremaine Hawkins. I don't care if you're Christian or you're not. Listen to that song, Change. I tell you, that song is powerful and it's very inspiring. So music is it's universal and it's powerful. If you have to find you a theme song for yourself, like Gaga, aka Miss Anita, she just put out their Change. That by Miss Tremaine Hawkins, that's a great theme song. But find something that you believe that will work for you to help motivate you. Get your own theme music. I'm telling you, anything that's going to help motivate you and promote you. Alicia said, yes, Lord. I know that's right. So he says, celebrate your progress. Recognize and rewarding your progress can provide motivation and reinforce positive changes. Remember to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements along the way. You know, it's a lot easier. Who's that? Okay. It's a lot easier for us to tear ourselves down. But we have to learn how to reprogram or retrain our brains. And instead of tearing ourselves down, it's okay. High five your own self. Do this. High five your own self and say, you go. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror like Mary J. Blige says. She wake up in the morning and says, good morning, gorgeous. Listen, look in the mirror and say, good, you doing it, girl. Or keep it going. Keep up the good work. Find a way to celebrate yourself and celebrate your progress. Okay, so this here are the 6 different ways, key elements where we can take our time and work on change. Now we're gonna the next thing is talking about the juice is worth the squeeze. Okay, which in other words, it's gonna be worth the changes that you make. The juice is worth the squeeze. Let me open this up a little bit for those that can see, and you can see the different ones. Let me go back and let's get started. Dr. James says personal change offers all kinds of benefits, including number 1, and he titled this as the juice is worth the squeeze. Number 1, personal growth. That's where he almost ended with the last one. Personal growth is by making changes that we can acquire new skills, expand our knowledge, and enhance our capabilities. Okay? This process leads to a deeper understanding of who we are and our potential selves. All right. So personal growth. Look at your personal growth. Assess your own self. Number 2, he said, increase happiness and fulfillment. There's no question that when we take steps towards living a more meaningful and purposeful life, that we gain increased satisfaction and contentment. All right. So we become happier. We become more fulfilled. That's number 2. Number 3, Dr. James said that when we make the steps towards change and personal growth on our end, it'll enhance resilience and adaptability. Okay, Alicia is running, y'all. She is over there. She got the running emojis. Okay, so number 4 is enhance resilience and adaptability. He says, as you navigate and overcome your challenges, you develop the ability to bounce back. To bounce back from setbacks and adapt to new circumstances with greater ease. We've been talking all month long about how change. Last week we said change is hard. Change is tough, but so are we. Change, it is a tough thing, but so are you. We're tough. We can handle the change. All right. So this is all what Dr. James is talking about. Okay, as we navigate and overcome the challenges that we're trying to change, we develop ability to bounce back from setbacks or from unexpected things. So number 5, Dr. James said, and it expands our opportunities when we start to incorporate change, guys. Hey, okay, good to see you over there in Instagram land. It expands our opportunities. He says change may lead to career advancements, which a lot of times it really does. We decide to move, whether we want to start our own businesses, or we want to venture with someone, joint venture with somebody. It really does. These changes gives us a more of a boldness, is what he's saying. Okay. In new relationships or the pursuit of previously unexplored interests and passions. Embracing change can broaden our horizons and bring fresh experiences into our lives. So he's giving the benefits of when you start to implement positive. I'm going to keep saying positive change, because change can go either way, but we don't go down and we don't go negative. We go up. So when we start to implement positive change, these are the benefits of what happens when we start to incorporate positive change. Okay, so number 6, he said, it also gives us improved relationships. Personal change can positively impact our relationships with other people by developing better communication skills, empathy, self-awareness. We can foster healthier and more fulfilling connections with our families, our friends, and our co-workers. Okay, so these are some of the benefits. And there's one more that comes along when we start to incorporate change. Number 7, he said we get an increased self of confidence. All right, an increased self of confidence. So as we achieve these goals that we set for ourselves, I'm going to go back to what's that? DBL, dialectical behavior therapy. It's 2 things. You're owning up. You're owning up to the fact that you need to change some negative ways. And then number 2, you're committing to working towards change in your life. Okay. So he said, increase self-confidence. He said, as we start achieving these goals and overcoming these obstacles, we're going to start seeing progress in our personal growth. We're going to start developing a stronger belief in our abilities, and have a more positive self-image, which boosts self-esteem and a stronger sense of worthiness. Guys, when I say 2025, yes, we have seen a change in certain things in 2025, but with us, we could commit to certain positive changes with us in our lives, looking into things, educating ourselves on things, turning away from some negative things in our lives, and then incorporating some new positive things into our lives. So 2025, it may look like, okay, it's been kind of, etchy the first 2 months, but on a personal note, life is what we make it. Our lives are what we make it, okay? Our surroundings, who we surround ourselves with, how we think. Life is what we make it, all right? So let me move this on. Dr. James said, let me see, make sure. Let me go back. So Dr. James, he left us by saying this with this theory. He said, to close, change is not easy. However, we do have the capacity to change and grow throughout our lives. And we all know that, okay? And that with that, the benefits achieved through change will vary for each of us, okay? Our specific circumstances, goals, and values will inform the process along the way. However, embracing personal growth always leads to positive transformations and an improved quality of life. And that's what we've been talking about all month long, changing for the better, changing for the positive, so we can have a positive, better quality of life. Okay? So this is what Dr. James Kerr, with this theory, can people change? Can people really change who they are? Yes. Yes, we can. If you make the choice, if you decide to change, yes, you can. People can change who they are for the better. Yes, we can. So Dr. James Kerr, he is a leadership coach specializing in developing leaders who want to lead like a coach. All right. One of his books is Indispensable Leader Handbook, but he wanted to give these tips on how we can change and we can improve. Let me move this on. I wanted y'all to see this, and I'm going to read this to you. Let me open this up. It says a desire changes nothing. Okay. Let me say that. A desire changes nothing. A decision changes something, but a determination changes everything. I'm going to say that again. A desire changes nothing. A decision does change some things, but a determination changes everything. And when I say that this is powerful, and this comes from Think Positive, that is a powerful statement right there. Okay, let me open this up. Guys, this is the homework. Let me open this up. I'm leaving us with homework until May of 2024 or 2025. Write down where you want to be in the next 10 years. That's 2035. Write down where you want to be in the next 10 years. Okay? If that's too detailed, then start with a 90-day plan, a snapshot of where you want to be in 90 days. All right? Keep the, once you write it down, keep it visible. So where you can look at this every day and it'll give you the motivation to work towards your plan. Send a copy of this to a trusted friend or a colleague or somebody that you can trust in your life, and somebody that's going to help you stay encouraged and help you stay focused on this plan. This is your homework until I see y'all, come back and see y'all in May. You can write a 10-year plan where you want to be. If that's too detailed, then start with a 90-day plan. Again, find you a trusted accountability partner. My two accountability partners is my aunt Gaga, and my cousin Alicia. They will be getting my 90-day plan this weekend. So when we come back May 2025, they'll be able to tell you. I can actually bring them on in May. We can talk about that or have one whole series with that one night. And I can bring them on and they can tell you their experience with dealing with me, who's a degree counselor, okay, with encouraging me for 90 days to stay on my plan, okay? All right. Hey, Queen. Hey, King and Queen, how you doing? Who's that? The real Tonum? Hi, Tonum. So, that's your homework, guys. I'm going to say it again. Write out a 10-year plan where you want to be by 2035. If that is too detailed, then start with a 90-day. Start with a 90-day snapshot of where you want to be in 90 days. Print it out, put it up where you're going to put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it where you're going to look at it every single day. All right. And then you have to send it to somebody you can trust and somebody that will be a good accountability partner for you. I have two that I'm sending it to. All right. And then back in May, we're gonna I'm gonna start out that first week. And I think the first 10 people for that Tuesday and Thursday, if you want to share your experience with your homework, I think that we're going to dedicate that first week. We're bringing on testimonials that Tuesday and Thursday night. And we'll get you on and have you all talk about your 90-day commitment, or you're working on your 10-year commitment. Okay. And so Gaga, aka Miss Anita, says 90 days, one day at a time. Okay, and I agree with that. 10 years may be a little bit, intimidating. So let's start with the 90 days. But we're gonna come back in the month of May, and we're gonna do a follow-up. Okay. Yes. Okay, I like that over there in TikTok land. Yes, I like that. So, and then whoever, we're probably going to spend that first week in May, Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to be a part of it and you want to come on live, I'll have you join in live, and you want to give your testimonial or your experience of how you did with your first 90 days. We'll probably dedicate that first week to doing that. Okay. All right. So let's move this on. This is our homework, guys. Let me open this up with the takeaway. All right. So our takeaway for tonight says, just remember, change takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself. Stay committed and embrace the journey. When you do, you will change who you are on the inside. So remember, guys, change does take time and effort. Time and effort. Be patient with yourselves. Our quote for tonight. Let me open it up a little. All right, and go back. The quote for tonight says, if we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we aren't really living. And that's by Gail Sheehy. All right, so where we at? Okay, I'm going to do my service announcements because this is my last night, guys. This is my last night until May, and then I'll pick it back up in May. So this is for my fellow counselors and theorists. This is where I got my website theory references from. You all can cross-reference it if you need to. All right. Okay, so let's open this back up. I'm going to do my service announcement. Better up. Better up. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I have my little homework page here, guys. Let me show. Give me a minute. Let me show TikTok the homework. This is the homework. Do a snapshot. Do a snapshot over there in TikTok. This is the homework. And I'll see y'all back in May. This is the homework. All right. All right. Excuse me. I want to show TikTok land what we were doing. Better up. Create personal professional transformation through expert coaching. So if you're looking for a life coach, www.betterup.com. All right, let's move to the next thing. Add a plus community. Empowering adults with ADD, ADHD, and OCD to live their best lives. A different brain requires a different approach. www.addapluscommunity.com. All right. Better help. If you want a safe space to speak with a licensed professional online, BetterHelp offers affordable counseling sessions for individuals, couples, and family members. www.betterhelp.com. All right. Next one is the 988 Crisis, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. So if you need to connect with people that you trust, if you know someone that's struggling, or if you are struggling yourself, well, it's okay to share your feelings. So the 988 Lifeline provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people who are in distress, prevention and crisis resources for you and your loved ones, and best practices for professionals within the United States. www.988 Crisis Helpline, or you can just do Crisis Helpline. The next one is Learning RX. I swear by Learning RX. This company, this organization has been around for almost 50 years. And if you want to become a better learner or a better thinker, you might want to consider adult brain training. Okay, and this is through Learning RX. Brain training offers a way to strengthen your thinking skills. And it says that most graduates of Learning RX, their IQ have improved at least 13 points. All right. And see, during the period of training, they make significant gains in skills like your working memory, long-term memory, and your attention. www.learningrx.com. All right. So if there's a past Counsel of the Day with Shanrae series that you missed, or you just want to rewatch, go to my YouTube channel at Shanrae Price. Okay. Hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And then go to my Counsel of the Day. Go to my Counsel of the Day series, because y'all know I'm an artist as well. I sing. So I have my music on this way. Go to the Counsel of the Day, select a past series that you want to watch, and click it and watch it then. All right. And the final one for this evening is a professional one-on-one counseling. If you're interested in professional one-on-one counseling services by me, feel free to contact me via Facebook Messenger at Shanrae Owens, or you can email me at shanrae.price@gmail.com. I'm a lifestyle strategist, and my aim is to aid you in your life's goals and your life's dream. Thank you. Thank you, my Instagram family. Thank you, my Facebook family. Thank you, TikTok family. Thank you, my YouTube family. Thank you for participating in Counsel of the Day with Shanrae for the month of February 2025. I will return in May 2025 with a new topic. But that first week, we're going to do testimonials. We're going to do testimonials. Again, this is your homework. Like Gaga said, aka Miss Anita said, start with a 90-day homework. Start with a 90-day snapshot of where you want to be. Print it out, Send it to a trusted colleague or friend, someone you know who's going to encourage you, and put it up on a wall or mirror, and just start working on your plan. And we will see you back in May, and we're going to see where we've got our progress, where we have gotten to in May. So I thank you again for participating with Shanrae, Counsel Day with Shanrae, February 2025. See you May 2025 with a new topic. Y'all be blessed. We got a lot of holidays, so Easter, all of that. Enjoy all your holidays until I see y'all again in May. All right, bye. I'm trying to come up out of here, y'all. Here we go.